What if one quiet whisper could say more than an entire conversation? During one unforgettable BTS concert, Seokjin leaned in and whispered something into Jeon Jungkook's ear. No microphone captured it. No camera revealed the words. But the instant Jeon Jungkook smiled, ARMY became convinced that something special had just happened. Fans have replayed this moment countless times, believing they may have overlooked one tiny detail that completely changes the way this interaction is understood. Was it a heartfelt message, an inside joke, or something deeply personal that only the two of them would ever know? Stay until the very end, because the hidden detail most people missed might completely change your perspective on this unforgettable moment. The more fans watched the clip, the more one question refused to disappear. Why did Jeon Jungkook's expression change so quickly after Seokjin leaned in to whisper? It wasn't simply that he smiled. It was the way his entire face softened, the way his eyes seemed brighter, and the way he continued the performance with an energy that many fans immediately noticed. For countless ARMY, that subtle transformation became the biggest clue of all. As different camera angles surfaced online, people began comparing every version of the moment. Some focused on Seokjin's expression before he whispered, believing he looked unusually sincere. Others paid attention to Jeon Jungkook's reaction afterward, convinced that whatever was said carried a deeper meaning than a casual joke. Yet despite hours of analysis and thousands of comments, nobody could confidently explain what had actually happened during those few silent seconds. One theory quickly gained attention among fans. Some believe Seokjin may have quietly encouraged Jeon Jungkook during the performance, reminding him to relax and enjoy the moment with ARMY. Others imagined it could have been an inside joke shared between two members who have spent years creating unforgettable memories together. These remain fan interpretations rather than confirmed facts, but they show how much meaning fans find in even the smallest interactions between the two. What makes this moment so unforgettable isn't just the whisper itself. It is everything surrounding it. The gentle way Seokjin leaned closer without hesitation. The complete trust shown by Jeon Jungkook as he listened. The immediate smile that appeared without a single word being heard by the audience. In a stadium filled with music, fireworks, and thousands of cheering voices, the quietest moment somehow became the one that people remembered the most. Longtime fans know that Seokjin and Jeon Jungkook have always shared countless unscripted moments. Whether during rehearsals, backstage footage, interviews, or concerts, their interactions often feel effortless. They rarely need dramatic speeches to show their connection. A simple glance, a playful smile, or a reassuring gesture has often been enough for fans to recognize the comfort they share after years of performing side by side. Then another detail began catching everyone's attention. Right before Seokjin whispered, he seemed to wait for exactly the right moment, almost as if he wanted to make sure Jeon Jungkook would hear every word despite the overwhelming noise inside the stadium. That tiny pause lasted only a heartbeat, but many fans now believe it could be the most important part of the entire interaction. It suggested that whatever was said was meant only for Jeon Jungkook and no one else. As discussions continued across social media, the mystery only became stronger. Every new fan cam, every slowed-down replay, and every close-up seemed to raise even more questions instead of providing answers. Some viewers became convinced they had discovered the hidden detail mentioned by other fans. Others argued that the real story could never be understood without hearing the actual words. The debate remains open, and that uncertainty is exactly what keeps people returning to the clip again and again. Perhaps the most remarkable part of this moment is that it reminds everyone how powerful genuine human connection can be. Not every memory needs to be explained. Sometimes the emotions shown afterwards speak louder than the words themselves. Whether Seokjin whispered something funny, encouraging, or deeply personal, the warmth in Jeon Jungkook's reaction became the part that stayed with millions of viewers long after the concert ended. But just when many believed there were no more clues left to discover, another frame from a different angle began circulating among fans. According to those discussing the clip, it reveals a small detail that almost everyone overlooked during the concert. If that observation is correct, it could completely change the way this unforgettable whisper is interpreted. The question is, did ARMY finally notice the missing piece of the puzzle? Or is the greatest secret of that night still hidden between Seokjin and Jeon Jungkook alone? The mystery refused to fade, even days after the concert had ended. Instead, it seemed to grow with every new discussion, every fan edit, and every replay shared across social media. What began as a brief whisper had transformed into one of the most talked about moments among ARMY, proving that sometimes the smallest interactions leave the biggest emotional impact. As fans slowed the footage frame by frame, another subtle detail caught their attention. Immediately after Seokjin finished whispering, he didn't rush back to the performance. For a brief moment, he looked directly at Jeon Jungkook, almost as if he was waiting for his reaction. Then came that unmistakable smile from Jeon Jungkook, warm, genuine, and completely effortless. It wasn't the kind of expression people usually force in front of cameras. It appeared naturally, and that single reaction became the center of countless conversations. Many fans began wondering whether the real story wasn't hidden in the whisper at all, but in everything that happened afterward. The way Jeon Jungkook carried himself seemed slightly different. His confidence appeared stronger, his smile lingered longer, and his interactions with both the audience and the other members felt even more relaxed. Of course, no one can know whether this was connected to Seokjin's words, but that possibility alone was enough to keep the discussion alive. Others pointed out something equally interesting. Throughout the concert, there were countless opportunities for the members to speak to one another. Yet this particular moment felt different because Seokjin chose to lean in close enough that no microphone or nearby camera could capture what he said. It wasn't announced to the audience. It wasn't meant to become part of the performance. It remained a private exchange that millions of people happened to witness without ever hearing. That contrast is exactly what makes the moment unforgettable. In front of a stadium filled with cheering fans, flashing lights, and cameras recording every movement, two people managed to create a conversation that belonged only to them. The audience saw the gesture, but the meaning remained locked away. Ironically, that silence became louder than any speech delivered on stage. Some longtime ARMY believe this is why the moment resonates so deeply. Over the years, Seokjin and Jeon Jungkook have shared countless memories that fans could only partially see. There have been playful jokes, supportive gestures, quiet conversations, and emotional reunions that reminded everyone how close the members have become after spending so much of their lives together. Those experiences naturally lead fans to search for meaning in even the smallest exchange. Still, there is an important difference between what fans observe and what anyone can actually know. Every theory about the whisper is just that, a theory. No official explanation has ever revealed what Seokjin said, and perhaps it never will. Yet that uncertainty has become part of the story itself. Instead of diminishing the moment, it has made it even more memorable, allowing every viewer to interpret it through their own emotions and experiences. Then another observation began circulating among fans. Rather than focusing only on Seokjin or Jeon Jungkook, some viewers shifted their attention to the atmosphere surrounding them. The timing of the whisper, the pause between songs, and the expressions visible from different camera angles all seemed to create a moment that felt unusually intimate despite taking place in front of thousands of people. Whether intentional or completely spontaneous, it became one of those rare concert memories that fans continue discussing long after the final song has ended. Perhaps that is why this clip continues to spread across the internet. It isn't because anyone knows the answer. It's because nobody does. Every replay invites another question, another possibility, and another interpretation. The mystery remains unsolved, and that unanswered question has become part of the magic. But just when it seemed there were no more clues left to uncover, fans noticed one final detail that had been hiding in plain sight from the very beginning. It wasn't the whisper. It wasn't even Jeon Jungkook's smile. It was something happening just seconds before Seokjin leaned in, something so subtle that most viewers overlooked it completely. And if that tiny detail truly means what some fans believe it does, then the entire story behind this unforgettable moment may be far more emotional than anyone ever imagined.